taxing Americans. It's not just what Obama wants to do, it's what the rest of the world wants to do. And they just started it now. That's what we'll talk about in today's video. We warn about this in our book, Here Come the Black Helicopters, and I've spoken with you about it before. But France has now done the first step. France has just passed the Robin Hood tax. It's a 0.2% tax on all financial transactions based on shares in French companies. They'll expand it in the future. So if you sell $100,000 worth of shares in a French company, you now are going to owe the French government $2,000, even if you're an American citizen. The French government will tax an American citizen. And Hollande, the radical socialist president of France, says he's going to give away a third to a half of it to third world countries, really third world dictators, where France wants to buy influence. And now 9 other European countries are considering enacting versions of that. And they're considering making it applicable to all financial transactions that take place within their borders, even if they're Americans. And when this is fully implemented, which it isn't yet, when you go to France and you cash in $1,000 for euros, you're going to owe the French government 20 bucks. This will apply to all financial transactions. And it's part of a global scheme to tax the American people and give the money to the third world. That's why the Law of the Sea Treaty is going through, which will give oil wells, offshore oil wells, over to the UN for the UN to determine what % of the royalties they want to collect to give to the third world. They're talking about a billionaire's tax, which is just the beginning, but a global income tax. So you'd have to pay your state tax, your local tax, your national tax, and your United Nations tax. And it's part of a whole scheme here to tax the American people and force the redistribution of wealth to the third world. Now, if you want to read all about it, as you know, in our book, Here Come the Black Helicopters, we explain all of that. And by the way, if you want to give it as a Christmas present, you can click on my website and it will get it for you. You can order it there and click again, and I'll send you a signed nameplate that you could put into the book. But it's really important that we hold the line here and don't let ourselves be taxed by the UN.